Hello, I'm Nicole, and welcome to On the Fives. If you're new here, so am I. This is actually our second episode of On the Fives, and this is where you get to know us here at the Red Five Network as well as Red Five Reading, because I just recently started spearheading the Red Five Reading Book Club. And I wanted to get to know my various Red Fivers and their book interests as well as some of our friends. And I'm so excited because we are part of the Red Five Network. Again, if I haven't said that already and shown it off. And I'm excited because tonight our second guest is Dani of Comics and Cosmetics, and she's also part of the Red Five. And I'm so excited that she's joining us tonight because, hello, her title already has comics in it. So let's bring on Dani from Comics and Cosmetics.
Hello.
I'm so excited. This is awesome.
Well, this is the first time I've been on it where you're the host.
Well, welcome. I'm excited because this is just fun. I know you and I always have fun geeking out, whether it's doing our makeup, talking about, well, lately it's been about Echo or any of our other favorites.
I brought her with me today.
Aw. I'm gonna have to find one. And I'm assuming they will create one. So I'm very excited. So let's get this started. All right. So first up, I have 5 this or that speed round questions for you. Okay. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right. So first question. Would you rather have unlimited free books or live inside your favorite book?
Oh, man, that's a really good question. Because I've always felt like books are your own little worlds. So you can visit all these places in your imagination, reading this book. So if I had unlimited books, I could go to unlimited places. But then you've got your favorite book that you could live inside. Like, do I want to just live in that one book forever or have unlimited books? So that's a difficult one. And I don't know if I could actually live and survive in my favorite book, because my favorite book is The Witching Hour by Anne Rice.
Oh, yeah. You might not. I don't know how you would. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a tough one. So I'll probably go with unlimited books.
All right. Now, I know you're an author as well, which we will get to later in discussion questions. So I'm curious as to this or that. First person or third person?
Third person.
Third person. Awesome. All right. Friends to love us or enemies to love us?
Enemies. Juicier.
Ooh, juicy. She likes juicy. I mean, I knew this, but All right. Reading with music or reading with no music? Right in the silence.
Reading with music.
Me too.
I like classical. I think it really depends on the book I'm reading too.
Yes, I do ambiance music that matches.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love setting the mood.
Me too. It amplifies what you're reading.
Yes.
All right. Last one of this or that, right? Your books, do you alphabetize them by author or by title or by color? So you get 3 chances.
None of the above?
Really? Just kind of.
No, not willy-nilly. More like interest.
Okay. Fandoms.
Yeah, or vibes, like, oh, I want to read this one when I'm happy, or I'm really weird.
Weird is good. Weird is good. We like weird. All right. We're going to dive a little bit deeper now. Now we're going to get into 5 discussion questions. And I am really looking forward to getting to know you again more in bookworm mode. So first up, what was your favorite book from your childhood?
Oh, like kids book?
Kids book. Yeah. Children's childhood.
Corduroy. I don't know if many people would know about Corduroy.
With his missing button.
Yes.
His little
I was missing stuff. He was missing stuff. We bonded. But he was a cute little teddy bear who wore corduroy overalls that was missing a button, and I just remember having all the corduroy books. Like, they're making all these Paddington Bear movies. What about corduroy?
I agree. They should bring back corduroy. But do him right. Do him good. Don't do him dirty.
Exactly.
All right. Do you have a favorite movie that you like more than the book?
Oh, that is
Ooh.
doubtful. Oh, you know what? Not a movie, but TV show.
All right, let's hear it.
True Blood. The show is so much better than the books. The only way to describe it is that the books are more and the show's more suck it. It's just it's a lot more it's darker,
Mm-hmm.
more deeper, and I never cared for Charlene Harris's books. I thought they were kind of so
But still check out the book. She might still like them. But if not,
yeah, you might like them. You might like them a great deal, but they just
I
I
understand.
don't know.
I know I have a very rare few that I really like the book slightly less than the movie or show.
It happens.
Okay, this is going to be a favorite question, even though I pretty much already know the answer, but I'm looking forward to it anyways because I always like talk about it. Who is your favorite comic book character?
Wonder Woman.
I knew that. Okay, why do you love Wonder Woman? What is it about her that makes you love her?
Wonder Woman was there for me in a very difficult time. I grew up in a children's hospital, um, hospital, not orphanage, like physical hospital. And I discovered comic books there, and I discovered Wonder Woman in those comic books. And she, even though went through hard times and stuff, I gotta quit saying that. Though she has suffered at certain points, she still remained positive,
Mhm.
an uplifting spirit for others.
Mhm.
She valued honesty and integrity and conviction. And those were things that really stuck with me. Like, I may not be able to fly like she can or punch through
Mhm.
walls, but I can absolutely try to emulate the parts of her personality that I respected.
Mhm.
So Wonder Woman she was a guiding light for me at a young age when I needed one.
Well, that's a very encouraging and inspirational like message basically you just had because I think like our stories are our testimonies, and what you're
Mhm.
saying, you've lived it, and that really will probably translate to others. So again, getting back to that, you guys are very lucky because Dani is also a writer. She has actually been an author, and I'm excited because I will actually be getting my own copy. I'm very excited.
I am so flattered. You have no idea.
I was like,
I'm so
that's
ex-
mine. And I did. Folks, y'all don't even know today. I seriously wrote to my friend Dani and said, Nurses, guess what I had to get today? And it was going to be mine.
You are okay. So I'm just going to tell you right now the whole book is just a giant metaphor. It is me working through me, getting
Mhm.
accepting my life as an amputee.
I think you
And
might be right. You might be actually answering my next
oh,
question.
okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's
What's the
actually really
question?
cool. I think we're on it. So your book is called Vampire Slayer, and my
Mhm.
question
One
was in
foot in
regards
darkness.
to what inspired you to write this book.
um, well, I was in therapy.
Hey, gotta start somewhere.
I was in therapy. I was in a uh abusive relationship. Even though his name is everywhere, I was in a very tight grip, we'll say.
Mhm.
And he thought I was crazy, that it was me, not him. So he actually made me go to therapy. And while I was in therapy, like, this chick pretty much picks up on what's going down, right? And she says, I think that you need an outlet to just let all this stuff out. So, what are things that you have done? And she's like, I find writing poetry is very helpful. And I'm like, write poems. Uh, but I told her I did write. I used to write. I wanted to be a writer. I used to write short stories and stuff. And she said, well, try that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while I was when I had my eldest daughter, and at the behests of the therapist, um, I just started writing. And I was working all this stuff out that I didn't know I need to work out
Mm-hmm.
while dealing with the situation I was in. So the three main characters came out as the three main facets of my personality. You've got uh, Emma and Jimmy Hogan, they're twins. Emma is my strength, my responsibility, but also my pain, my anger, um, unfinished issues. Her brother Jimmy would be my fascination with science, my intelligence, what have you, nerdy side. He's definitely my nerdy side. He's really loves Star Trek. And then you have Layla, who's kind of my sarcastic wit, lust, all that stuff rolled into one person. And then they're out trying to slay vampires or things that are affecting me that I need to get rid of to enlighten myself to be happier.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying that, once you read this book, you're going to get to know me a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
May understand me a little better. But a lot of things in that book actually happened to me. I took little pieces, conversations, and put that in the book.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that Emma, the main character, experiences because of her leg actually happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the really cool weapons and stuff in her leg, I did extensive research on to make sure that it was somewhat plausible. Just in case you need a flamethrower coming out of your prosthetic leg. You never know.
I'll be prepared. I'll be ready. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I'm excited to get that book myself and read it. But now I have a question. I want to go back
Okay.
because in real life you have a daughter named
Emma.
Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not sure which came first, if Emma came first or if the book Emma came first, but
Emma came first.
so it was Emma, your daughter,
Yes.
that what inspired you to have the name Emma.
Yes.
Oh my
And the brother Jimmy,
gosh.
his first name is James. James is my eldest son's middle name, my grandfather's first name, and my father's middle name. But his personality is, or him as a character, is basically my brother Stephen, who actually passed 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But that was him.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, oh, there's other characters that are named after my other two. I'm not going to spoil it.
Well, I am definitely looking forward to it, and I am enjoying this conversation that we're having. And I knew as soon as you said yes to coming out, I'm like, I'm going to make sure I include questions from the book.
I was telling Ro that this is the first time I've been interviewed about this book in like 20 years.
Well, I had to include at least two. I was just like, this is the perfect timing. And then others that are part of the Red 5 Reading Book Club and others that are watching just to watch can find out more about you and what you're, into, book wise. And I mean, come on, people, comics and cosmetics, comics. Hello. So she's already showing off all the bookworm right there. All right. Well, Dani, where can everybody find you on social media?
Everywhere.
Oh,
you can find me on Facebook, Threads, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky now because my friend Josh Adams talked me into that. TikTok. What are all the other ones? Like Patreon. You can find me on Patreon, YouTube. Just type in comics and cosmetics on virtually any platform. Odyssey, Rumble. I'm on all of them. It's a lot to keep up with, so I don't very well.
Awesome. Well, I'm Nicole, your host tonight, and you find me on Twitter, or sorry, X, at Peace Love Fandoms, as well as the Red 5 Reading. And we're also part of the Red 5 Network, and you can find us on the bio link /Red 5. So I appreciate you again, Dani, for coming on and being my second guest. Again, I'm going to probably have you on again later because there's always more questions. Trust me. Even if it might be now we have to review this book together. Anyways, and I would love you if you could do that. That'd be great.
That's really exciting. That'd be cool.
That would be fun. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening and joining in. Please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And again, I'm Nicole, and that is my friend Dani. And you guys have a good night. Thank you.
Bye.